Hi everyone! Today I'm gonna draw on the front of my sketchbook, and this is my first time. No, but I have never drawn on the front of my sketchbooks before, and I decided that I needed to do something fun and more creative for this book in general. And I've been using it for a while now, but I don't know, I just felt like it was a bit too plain. Sometimes I use like different kinds of stickers and stuff on the front, but I just felt like I wanted to personalize it a bit more. And I really like snakes, so I decided that why not draw a snake on the front? And I also recently upped the amount of POSCA pens I own, so therefore I decided that I should give it a shot because I was too lazy to bring out any type of acrylics. So yeah, here I'm just sorting out what pens to use and which colors to decide on. Because of the fact that my sketchbook is red on the front, I decided that it was probably not a good idea to use greens or any other colors. I think the blue one works very well with what I have on the sketchbook, and this was just a test to see the colors on the paper before I decided to go in. And yeah, I tried to sketch on the front of the sketchbook. I used a Derwent graphic pencil of some kind. It didn't pick up very well on camera, but I could kind of see the impressions it left on the like fake leather, which made it somewhat helpful when I was gonna draw with the POSCAs on top. And I accidentally picked this color out first. I was aiming for another type of blue to do the outline with, because I know that this POSCA pen is like not the best. It's one of my oldest pens, so I know that it doesn't really work as it should. And I just did the outline with this to ensure that I knew where I was drawing and what I was drawing. And yeah, my lines didn't turn out the best, since I rarely draw in this way. Like, I know I draw on my sketchbook and on other places a lot, but drawing sitting up like this to film it was a new experience. And I also had some issues with the paint, as you saw there. The POSCAs don't dry very quickly, especially not on the material my sketchbook is in. So I ended up with my hands quite full of paint in the end of this video. But yeah, I just filled out the snake and did my best working with the POSCAs that I have. And yeah. And the snake I chose because I recently just decided I really like drawing snakes. So I got myself a plan. No. I really like drawing snakes. They're very simple to do, and they can do all types of fun shapes and sizes, and yeah. I just really like drawing them, and I have a snake of my own. Her name is Azira. She's not in this video because I didn't want to bring her out while I was drawing with the wet paints and everything, but I love her very much, and she's sweet. I adopted her, so she's 5 years old, maybe 6. I'm not sure. The previous owners weren't very sure either. And now, in the video, I'm just taking out it is a bronze POSCA pen, but I think it's more gold. So I wrote Sketchbook on the side, and now I'm just adding some types of decorations to make it more interesting. Because I felt like it was a bit too plain to just have the snake on the front of the book, and I wanted some more details, but that wouldn't take up too much space or distract too much from the snake itself. And I also decided to do this while I waited for the base paint of the snake to dry, because as I said, I put my hand in it a couple of times and had to fix it. So I decided I had to wait a bit before going in and doing more details on the work. Yeah, it's just some basic vines. I don't know, when I don't know what to draw, I usually do those as a type of like background. And I think they usually turn out pretty nice. Here I'm hoping and testing out to line on top of the POSCAs I had already put down, and as you can see, my lines weren't the best. I can also add that I haven't really drawn much today or lately, so this was kinda a dive headfirst into some unknown territory, because I've never worked with POSCAs on this material before, and then I haven't really drawn earlier in the day. So the first thing I drew today was literally the 2 small sketches in the sketchbook before I started drawing on the cover, and I think I can tell that I didn't warm up as I should have, and I think that the quality could have been even better if I decided to actually do some drawing and sketching before I just went headfirst into drawing on the front of my sketchbook that I use every day. But at the same time, I feel like it's probably good that the sketchbook's front side isn't perfect, because it helps me to remind myself that it's not there because I'm gonna make perfect art immediately. It's rather there for me to practice and try to get better with what I do. And I haven't really been doing art that long. Yeah, there's my hands. I also smudged the text on the side while I was drawing, so I had to fix that again. But yeah, I've been doing art for like 5 years, on and off, and I've never really taken it seriously. And now I'm starting to do that, and gonna open a shop, and I'm gonna sit at artist alleys and sell stuff. And yeah, here I was deciding, I decided I wanted to draw an eye on the snake, but it didn't work out very well. So I fixed it and just wiped it off and covered it up, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna have an eye on this. And no. I wiped it off again and decided to leave the snake eyeless, which is something I do at times, especially in my more recent artworks. Oh yeah, more paint. I usually just draw the general snake shape and leave it at that with some fun colors or inspirational things. And this is where I decided I was gonna add more details. So I started on the more light blue things, because I decided I wanted to give the light blue POSCA another go, because I did like the light outlines I had in the beginning, but I also decided I couldn't keep them when I added the dark blue as detailing. And yeah, it was just a lot of work. I should have waited more for the POSCAs to dry, because I did not do that at points, and it just ripped it up, and then I had to wait more for it to dry again before I could try to fix the mistakes of what I fixed. Yeah, so I regret that a lot. And now I'm just gonna leave you to watch the rest of the painting process. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye!